Hi, my name is Jackie, and I will be talking about the history of Filipino, Cebuano, and Tagalog for my Language Heritage Project. The focus of this project for me was to connect my family's history to my language upbringing and to lessons we've gone over during this class. And there are many historical and cultural differences that have affected the shaping of the language of Filipino. And again, I'll be talking about Filipino, Cebuano, and Tagalog. I found interesting how for the past century it's been a national journey to unite over 100 languages to create a common language throughout the Philippines so that all of the different islands will be able to communicate more effectively with each other. And so to address this problem, the National Language Institute was established, and it was given 2 years to prepare a unified language. So pretty much what happened were teachers throughout the country came together to create a unified language, and from here they dispersed back into their communities and taught everyone Tagalog. A purification process occurred at this time to take out any unnecessary words or phrases that primarily came from Spanish because Spain colonized the Philippines for over 300 years. And at first, this unified language was called Tagalog, but officially it was called Filipino or Filipino. And then finally, over time, people just went back and referred to the language as Tagalog. And so it is the national language, and it is spoken and understood throughout the Philippines, although people still speak their own languages or dialects of Filipino. Again, over time, Tagalog has taken over many communities, and unfortunately, some languages or dialects have faded over time. And this is how I connect it to the class. And then also, Tagalog, Filipino, and Cebuano would be classified as agglutinative languages, which we learned about in class, which are languages that use prefixes or suffixes and connect them to words already there. And so an example I have here that is a similar word between that is a shared word between Tagalog and Cebuano is tambalan taka, which means I will treat you medicine. Tambal means medicine, an is a conjugated verb of to treat, and taka means to you. So altogether it means I will treat you medicine, essentially. Again, Spain colonized the Philippines for more than 300 years, and this has affected my language upbringing because my mother's ancestors are from Spain, and so they came over to Cebu, and this is why I grew up learning Cebuano. And I can relate Tagalog and Cebuano to American Indian languages such as Winton and Nomlaki and Patwin, which all share similar words, so it is believed that they share linguistic ancestors. And like those American Indian languages, Tagalog and Cebuano come from a similar language, which is again the original Filipino language created by the National Language Institute. Finally, the difference between Tagalog and Cebuano is that Tagalog is the national language, Cebuano is a specific language to Cebu City, which is where my parents are from. And not every Tagalog speaker can speak Cebuano, but most Cebuano people or speakers can speak Tagalog. And this has affected, and these historical and cultural events have affected my language upbringing because my parents are from Cebu, so they speak Cebuano, and that's why I grew up learning Cebuano instead of Tagalog. And ultimately, I learned a lot about my language upbringing and the history of the Philippines during this project. Thank you.